I wonder how many times those bus workers didn't feel like going, but they went because they were obligated. I wonder how many times a Sunday school teacher got up in front of their class and taught Sunday school when she didn't feel like it, but she did it because she was obligated. It was this work of faith that said, I'm obligated to go even when I don't feel like it. This is my responsibility. I don't wonder how many weeks that a pastor or assistant pastor or a bus worker or a bus captain hasn't felt like it, but they do it because of their work of faith. You know, the bus ministry is not easy. It's hard work. It's hard work. Why do we work hard? Because of our love. You see, our love should inspire us. And it's that love, it's that inspiration. Love should inspire us to give a few hours on Saturday. Love should inspire us to get a CD out. The inspiration of what we do for the Lord should be our love. Do you love Jesus tonight? Then why don't you give your heart, give your life? Why don't you do something for Jesus?
You know, Jesus tried his best to explain to him the best time to get saved is when you're a little child. D.L. Moody got saved when he was 18 years of age. Charles Haddon Spurgeon got saved when he was 14 years of age. Tom Malone got saved when he was a teenager. Lester Roloff was saved as a teenager. John R. Rice was saved as a little child. Bob Jones Sr. was saved as a little child. Lee Robertson was saved as a 13-year-old boy. Jack Hiles, the son of an alcoholic whose mother took him to church, but his dad never went with him, got saved at the age of 11. I got saved at 15. Many of you heard the gospel, at least for the first time, when you were a child. Wouldn't it be a wonderful thing if 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months or 2 years from now, there were several dozen children who had heard the gospel right here in this church that otherwise would have never heard it?
He said, I represent the president of the bank downtown, the biggest bank downtown. I represent the mayor of our city, who also is on our board. And we've decided that you're going to quit the bus ministry or you're going to quit this church. He said, I'll have you know, I gave $50,000 last Sunday, and the bank will foreclose on this church because the mortgage is held by the downtown bank, and the president of that bank is one of the fellows who met with me to give you an ultimatum. You're going to choose us or you're going to choose the bus kids, and if you choose the bus kids, we're going to leave and take our money with us, and the church will go broke, and we'll foreclose on the church, and you won't have a place to preach. Now he said, you make up your mind by Sunday if you're going to take us or the bus kids. Now, that's a hard decision. Bus kids don't bring much money to church. And I went back to my home that night. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't. I got in the car and I drove down Halstead Street. About once every 6 months, I make that trip again down Halstead Street. And I drove down Indiana Street and other streets in the South Chicago and West Chicago area. And I said, oh God, I can't give up those kids. That's why I came. I didn't come to pastor rich people. I came to reach these people here. And I said, oh God, who will it be? I did not know anybody was there, just me. About 6 o'clock in the morning, I jumped to my feet thinking I was alone. I waved my fist in the air and shouted as loud as I could, well, I'll take the bus kid.